In today's video, we will be looking to fit the upgraded alloy radiator from Gravity Performance.
As you can see, we're back under the bonnet. I thought I'd tackle today the radiator because I did a track day a couple of weeks ago. Cooling's always a thing, isn't it? You know, so I want to upgrade as I go. So today I'm going to be addressing the radiator on the car. I'm going to be swapping it out for a new one, and I've got myself a nice 42mm alloy, fully alloy race spec radiator for the Mk4 from Gravity Performance. So yeah, I'll be talking you through the steps. So the first thing that's immediately obvious is the whole of the front end of the car has to come off. Headlights, grille, bumper, all off. Even the stuff behind it, you know, the cross members and the slam panel and everything, all has to come off. And that's how you access the radiator. So it's a bit of a big job. I wasn't really feeling too motivated, and then I opened the new replacement radiator and had a look at it, which I'll show you now. And yeah, I've changed my mind now, so I'm gonna crack on and have a go.
I think I'm going to take this outside where we've got a little bit more space. We've got a free sticker. And I went and grabbed my stainless steel bolt collection, and just where we see these lugs, where the usual rusty Volkswagen ones usually sit, I want to replace them with some nice shiny new ones. All that I got to rust and look crap in no time.
Okay, so the first thing to do is, if we get in there, see the right down there, the little tap, we screw that, or unscrew it should I say, and we start to drain out the coolant that's already in the system. And it might be worthwhile at the same time just to slacken the cap off. I'll take it off fully. I've got a new one of them, so it'll be all looking nice and fresh and stuff. I've got the one with the electrical connector on as well, which is correct, and the correct coolant as well. So I'm going to try and crack that off. Doesn't look like it's too tight, to be honest. No, it's quite loose actually. It's already starting to turn. Oh, I can't see. So let's see if I can get in there. So you just turn it towards the wheel, and it kind of clicks, starts dripping out. Okay, while that's draining, what I will do is I'll get a watering can or something, and I'll just flush the system through with some fresh clean water, I think. Okay, so I'm going to start by removing the plastic covers along the front. unclip the radiator, the plastic grill. See. Okay, so, and then we've got T3, 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 and then 2 at the bottom, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to take these out. Come out, that's it. Take them out. Just pop your hand in, press down, and they do pop out. And we've got 2 just tucked just inside there, which need to come off as well. But I am, first of all, going to undo the clips on the inside of the arch lining. Take that long, and then we've got some bolts, some pretty hefty bolts across the front, which need to come off. Fortunately, the bigger Torx ones are the same as the other ones holding the bumper on, holding the bumper skin on. So that's quite good. The fact that they're all the same size. Down on this side, so we've got so my car is a non-AC car. There is a couple more things to undo when you've got AC, but fortunately for me, I've not got that issue. So just from this side, you can see the clip on the top of the pipe there. Just get that in there, give it a bit of a leverage, and that should come free. Should just wiggle free that. So that's out of the way. Literally just top that off. pipe should now just wriggle free. My only other connection is I've got this one, if you can see that. I've got this connection, 3-pin, and I've got the radiator fan, which is just above my finger there. That's the only other two things I need to disconnect now. We should be good. So I know the camera died, my bad. Wasn't watching what the percentage was up to. So what have you missed in the time that the camera's been charging up for? Not a lot. I've rebuilt the new radiator. I've put some of the new bits back on it. I've sandblasted and cleaned the switch, and I've reassembled the little end pieces back into place. But what I have just noticed when I've tried to put it back together with this is it don't fit. It don't fit. If you can see just right there, it's fouling on this corner. So what I'm going to have to do is a little modification on this corner. I'm just going to get a drill and just make a big hole in that corner basically. Just so it's got the room that it needs to just poke through. A bit bizarre, but needs must, innit? Because it needs to go back together. And that's how we're looking at this moment in time. If you look at them, it is on this corner, it's quite pointed, isn't it? If you look at the same point on the standard one, it's pretty rounded. So I think it's just a case of just removing some of that plastic. It should be good. Okay, let's try again. I was taxing on the back. Finally got there. I ended up trimming off quite a bit. I'll show you how much it protrudes. So this is on the 42mm alloy radiator. It actually protrudes quite a lot. Had to shave off quite a lot in that corner. As you can see, it sticks out quite far. But it's in now. Oh God, it's in. Looking good. I can start putting it back together now. So, the first thing to do is to start connecting all the electricals back up and then lift it into position, I think, is the best way to attack it. I am just going to fill the system up with water just to check. A couple of the inlet and outlet on the radiator felt a bit loose, so I don't want to put loads of coolant in and then it dump it all over the floor. So I'm going to stick some water in first, just fill the system up and see how we get on. I might even start the engine just to get it sort of cycling around and stuff, get some of the air out. Hopefully it won't leak. Well, we'll see.
Okay, so it's been a couple of days since the little fiasco the other day where you saw it was absolutely pissing coolant all over the floor from the coupling of the coolant pipes. So what I've done since then, I've given it a bit of time. I took 5, buttoned it all back up, as you can see there. It's all back together again, and I left it for a couple of days, and I sat on it and I thought about it, and I thought, just to kind of rule out anything to do with the couplings themselves and the rubbers within inside, I've ordered a couple of brand new ones. Not Volkswagen ones, Topran these ones are, but the rubbers inside look great. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's worth seeing, but they're in there, they look good. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to chuck them on, see if it makes a difference. The car itself actually hasn't been dropping any coolant at all, but if you do touch the pipe, if you sort of give it a bit of a nudge, it does start to drip. So it just made me think that the rubbers were knackered. So it's time to change them, basically. Last time. I don't know what I'm telling you. You probably already know that. Keep all your screws together, people. I don't want to lose anything. Okay, so here's the connector now. I'll get it focused up. Just need to just push off the metal retainer. You can see how loose it is still. Look at that. I don't think it's supposed to be that much. Let's see if it still leaks a little bit if I lean on it. Okay, so let's see if I can get in there. Where we are. There. Does it still leak? Can't really. Oh, I've just drained it off. I don't know. That is off now, and as you can see, I did wrap a little bit of tape around it, which did seem to help. A little bit of PTFE tape did seem to take the edge off. The leak was really bad before, but with that little bit of tape in there, it seemed to make a big difference. I'm going to get that thing off by squeezing the connector and removing it. Okay, bit of pulling. That thing's free now. And it's just a case of popping the new one, which is like for like, popping the new one on the pipe, using the connector, and connecting it back up. In fact, what I might do just quickly is do a little test fit, just while it's easier to manage, see if it's any tighter. Get out of the way. Oh yeah, it does feel a bit does feel a bit tighter. Can't get the words out. It does feel a bit tighter, that. It's good news. Connected up, and I did just realise as well that I had a bunch of these new Jubilee clips as well, which so I just thought I'd just swap that out while I'm there. It seems nice and fresh now, so I'm going to move down to the bottom. Up out of the way. Try and get it onto that little notch there, just on the side. It's a bit tricky with one hand, but it can be done. Oh, there you go. It's literally popped off. And push the cap back in there. And this is where it probably is going to dump a lot of water on me now. There's still a little bit of room. Probably can hear me over the engine noise. There's still a little bit of room, but it doesn't seem to be dripping, which is good. Looks like we're tight there, so that's decent. that's it for now. I've left it with Gravity because it's a Gravity radiator. I've left it with Gravity to get back to me about what they think is next. They wanted me to fit the parts that I just purchased for it, which I've done now. There's still a little bit of a leak, so we'll see where it goes from here. But that's it for now. I'll let you know if there's any updates. Alright, cheers, bye. It's about 10 seconds into the future from where I just ended the video to where I am now, and I realised that I left the tape, the PTFE tape on the flange when I put the connector on. So what I've just done quickly is I've unplugged it, unplugged the pipe, quickly removed the tape that was on it a little bit, and I've popped it back on, and it looks like it's dry. So note to self, you know, always check these things. But if you want to come have a look again, come and have a look. And see, very little movement now. Dry, no drips at all. Great. Which means my little fix at the time last week, oh sorry, the other day, actually shot myself in the foot. So there you go. It's back up and running. Alloy rad fitted. I'll go up to Gravity and let them know.